Medicare 101, picking a drug plan. This is one of the things that seems to drive people crazy. Hi, I'm Bob Vineyard, your Medicare expert with the Georgia Medicare Minute. I can't tell you how many times I get calls from folks that say, well, I already know which Medicare supplement plan I want, and I know which carrier I want. I just need you to help me with my drug plan. And to which I respond and say, have you already bought your Medicare supplement plan? Oh, no, but I know which one I want. Well, all right, here's what I tell them after that. I don't help people with drug plans unless they are a Medicare supplement client. That's my criteria. And if you would like me to help you evaluate Medicare supplement plans, probably in a way that you have not done, would like me to show you things and tell you things about supplement plans that maybe you never thought of, or you just dismissed it as it's no big deal. Because if this doesn't work out, if my rates go up too much, I'll just change plans next year. And I hear that a lot too. But here's the deal. I don't work with folks on their drug plan. I don't help them find a drug plan unless they are a Medicare supplement client. That's the bottom line on that. Why is this? Well, there's a number of reasons why, not the least of which is Medicare makes it very difficult for agents to really offer help in researching drug plans. I'm not going to go into it in any more detail than that. But it's almost like Medicare doesn't want agents to tell people how these plans actually work. Explaining the difference and explaining how Medicare works and explaining the difference in various Medigap plans really it doesn't take a whole lot of time. And the biggest thing is talking about carrier rate history and things like that, which a lot of people seem to think makes a difference, and I'm here to tell you it does not. I even have a whole video on why Medicare supplement rate history does not matter. Just don't even bother to think about it, because you're going to be disappointed. But Medicare drug plans, Medicare Part D, is very, very complicated. There are so many moving parts. All the drug plans run on a calendar year basis. So whatever you pick in the middle of the year, the first of the year, it's going to turn into a pumpkin on December 31st. You may or may not be able to keep that plan next year. You may or may not want to keep that plan next year. But you definitely want to review that plan during open enrollment, October 15th to December the 7th. Now, why is that? Because in picking a drug plan, not just the first time, but every year you need to review your drug plan to see if it's what you think it is for next year and if it's going to suit you for next year. All right, finding a Medicare drug plan. In 2019, there are 26 different drug plans out there. The premiums range from $14 a month on up to over $100 a month. There's one carrier that, a big well-known carrier, only has two drug plans. Both of them, the premiums run over $100 a month. Surprisingly, people will buy their supplement plan from this particular carrier because, well, all the doctors take them, and, I've had them for years under my group insurance, and I know that they've got to be good. So they just go, they call the carrier up direct, and they say, well, I want a Medicare supplement plan. Tell me what you got. And so they sign up right there on the spot. And then the person they're talking to, who probably last week was saying, would you like fries with that? Will say something like, well, what about your drug plan? Well, I haven't really looked at that yet. Well, we have a drug plan, and I'll be glad to help you. And so before you know it, they're signed up for a drug plan, and they're going to pay over $100 a month when a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times that $14 plan would work just as well. Not only would they save premium dollars, but they would probably get lower copays by going with somebody other than this big, well-known carrier. All right, 26 different plans, premiums all over the place. Copays are all over the place. Basically, when I run a report for my clients, my Medicare supplement clients, when I run a report for that, I need to know the name of the drug, the dosage, how often it's filled, the quantity, whether or not they fill it in a pharmacy or they fill by mail, and if they do use a pharmacy, which pharmacy do they use? I take all of those things and I put them into the magic Medicare drug plan calculator. It's the same plan that anybody can use, but if you don't know how to work it, it's not going to be very much help. But I put them into the magic Medicare drug plan calculator, and it goes through all this sort of stuff, and it spits out and says, okay, here are the two pharmacies that you have selected, CVS and Kroger. Let's just pick that. And lo and behold, the medications that you're taking, if you fill these medications at Kroger, you might end up paying an extra $50, $100 a month or even more for your medications than if you filled those same prescriptions at CVS. There are so many different combinations out there between formularies and preferred pharmacies and pharmacies that are not preferred. And of course, these things change every year. Just because CVS is a preferred pharmacy for your drug plan this year doesn't mean they're going to be a preferred pharmacy for next year. So if you don't review your plan and possibly change it, and you just bop into the CVS next year, that medication that you paid $10 for in December may be $45 today. There's a lot of things out there, a lot of surprises. Medicare drug plans are the most complicated part of Medicare. And if you don't get good advice, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to end up paying a lot of money over time, at least over the next 12 months. You're going to end up paying a lot of money that you didn't really need to. So, here's my advice. If you want help with the Medicare drug plan, Medicare Part D, just ask me. As long as you're a Medigap client, I'll be glad to help you. I'll spend as much time on the phone as need be to get you to understand this. You're not going to be an expert, but I'm going to spend as much time as I can on the phone helping you understand the way the plan works and how to maximize your plan to spend the fewest dollars. That's pretty simple. So, basically, it's my offer that you can't refuse. I say, hey, spend a few minutes with me on the phone if you like what I say. If you feel comfortable with my advice, then let's do business. If not, well, you go somewhere else. Like Lee Iacocca used to say, if you can find a better plan, buy it. And that's kind of my approach too. Listen, you take care. Have a great day. This is Bob Vineyard, Georgia Medicare Minute.